Okay, I just got a pep talk from Sash. There's somebody outside, like at the window, and I'm just very self-conscious about filming myself and recording something while somebody's right here. Anyway, let's just go for it. So, hi. Been a while. I found, I don't know about other people, other content creators, that not that I'm a content creator, but I do tend to use Instagram and now TikTok. But yeah, I find I have gone through phases of recording myself talking, and it's quite something. Sometimes I have the energy for it and the confidence for it, and then sometimes I really don't. I don't know how content creators constantly record themselves. I think it's just a superpower, actually, because I find it takes a lot of energy. Yes, I am flashing all the jewels. I thought I'd wear everything at once for this video. But anyway, it is what we're talking about, but I just thought I would actually just do a update of what I've been up to and where I am, because I'm no longer in Knysna and South Africa, for that matter. I'm in London, and there have been a lot of changes, particularly to my life, but also to Valbarrow. As you can see, this is not pottery, it's metal. So yeah, just a kind of quick update for those who don't know, because I'm sure most people do know, but my partner, Sasha, he was sponsored to come work in the UK with his company, and I managed to nab a, what is it called, dependent visa with him. So yeah, we decided to make the big move and come to London. We sadly lost our dog Pepper in the beginning of the year. It's just really tragic. She was meant to come with us. So yeah, I think in a way it made it a little bit easier to just pack up and go. There wasn't as much like paperwork and stuff. But obviously now that we've moved here, we just feel like, oh, she would have just loved it here. Like the dog parks and just the way the English treat dogs in general is just so great, and just so loving and so inclusive. So yeah, it's been really sweet to see, and also just like a little bit heartbreaking not having our pup with us. But yeah, so we moved here maybe just under 4 months ago now. It was just really hectic trying to settle in. Kind of the first month or two, we came straight into an Airbnb and then stayed with some wonderful what did we call them? Theo's mom's cousin, who was just so wonderful and so welcoming and just very, very generous, because they let us stay in their house for like almost 2 weeks. It was something very much overstayed. But yeah, we moved in with them, and that was just really nice. They had a room and like a kitchenette and bathroom and stuff. So I don't feel like we were so on top of them either, which is nice. Yeah, and then we just did the crazy flat hunt of London, which I'm sure anybody living in London, or moving to London, or just having to move, knows that moving to London is stressful. Like, we are paying way too much money to live here, particularly on rent. We do have a very nice apartment though, so that does, contribute to how much we're paying. But we just felt like we wanted something with some light and a bit of comfort, just to help the transition, because obviously it's a really big step moving to a new country, and to just know that we were a little bit settled was really important to us. and also in a nice area that's a bit accessible into the city and all those big things. So yeah, it was a task and we managed. So we're in our place, we love it, we're just so happy here. And we've really, really enjoyed London so far. We came during the summer, during that heat wave, and so it was really cool, and we've got to do a lot of fun outdoor things. But yeah, like, I think there was a week in which the weather just changed. Went from like 27 to like 13 degrees, and now we are cold. In fact, I think we have our heating on right now because, yeah, it's just chilly here. And so, yeah, we are in London. I feel like I'm rambling, but whatever. We're in London, and now I am... let me step back. Was I designing? No, I don't know. No, it must have been here. I knew that I wanted to bring Valbaro here. I had luckily landed a contract with an animation studio or production company. So I had a 3-month contract that started while we were still in South Africa and then carried on until like 2 weeks ago. Which was great, is great. I actually have another contract coming up that starts on Monday, hence me doing all my Valbaro work and content the last little 2-week break I've had. But yeah, I knew I wanted to continue Valbaro. It's never really been a source of income for me. I mean, very minor, but not enough to really feel like I can live off of it. Definitely not. In fact, I think I usually lose money on these little ventures. But, you know, there's an end goal in mind. Although that being said, it is a lot of like just learning and trial and error. And I've always kept Studio Dusty, our animation business. I mean, it's me, I'm a freelancer. I've always kept that going because that's actually how I make money. And so, yeah, there's no way I could just coast in London. It's very expensive. So I've been really lucky to have kept that animation job going and then sort of been doing this on the side. So, yeah, when we sort of settled in, I was ready to hit the ground running a bit. I had a little bit of cash that I wanted to invest, basically, in some jewelry. I've been doing a lot of research on e-commerce and just generally selling online, a bit of Facebook ads, all those sorts of things, which, to be honest, I'm still learning. It's like I've sort of broken this whole process up into chunks of what I feel I need to do and get to at that point. And currently I'm just in the receive the jewelry, make as much content as possible, and take as many photos, and just start like, yeah, not documenting it, but like, you know, getting photos, because in order to sell it, you kind of need to show people what it looks like. So yeah, that's where I am. I received the jewelry maybe 2 weeks ago. So yeah, but the start of it all was designing the jewelry and finding manufacturers, ordering packaging, all that kind of stuff, which I feel like could be an interesting video to make for anybody who is interested in that, because yeah, e-commerce is a huge, well, industry, but also it's just like there's a lot out there, and I don't know if it's necessary to make more videos, but I know for myself, looking into it, a lot of creators, they kind of go through the steps of things, but I think it's quite nice to look at like a more just detailed exactly what the process can be. But like I said, I'm not an expert, and I feel like yeah, I don't know if I would be the right one to give advice, because obviously I'm making mistakes as I go. Some I probably don't even know I'm making right now, but I'm definitely making mistakes. But that's always, what it's about, I feel, and just taking slightly more calculated risks with business. This has been by far the biggest, although the pottery ended up being quite a big investment in the end, but this has been the biggest chunk and risk I've taken for sure, because the pottery, at least I could teach and make some money off of it, but whereas I just have this jewelry now, and if I don't sell it, I guess I could just sell the metals and the stones. I could sell it to a pawn shop, but yeah, generally in terms of product, I've never done this before. I've never ordered a bunch of product to sell, kind of, but not in this scale. So yeah, it's a big risk. Please buy my jewelry. But no, I think I thought it's an interesting thing to do. I always forget that these experiences and these goals and kind of strange projects I create for myself has a whole lot of learning that goes along with it. And I think it can sometimes help other people as well, and maybe save time and money and energy. And yeah, I know previous, I'm always, well, not I'm always, every now and then I get a question where do you get your packaging, or how do you set up the website and all those sorts of things. And yeah, you don't realize that, yeah, I've kind of learned to do these things now that are, and definitely for me at the start, were just so far in. I had to do a lot of research. I had to learn a lot, fumble along, make mistakes. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'll put together some videos if I find the time, because like I said, I start my contract next week, and I might just not have the time for that. But I do think it can benefit some people. So yeah, it's something I'm thinking about doing. But most of all, I'm just trying to make the content, sell the rings. Yeah, no, that's honestly what I'm doing, is just trying to make some photos and videos and things to sell these bad boys. Can you hear that? Tingling. We've got one charm on each one. Yeah, so ramble. That being said, I'm now in London and living here and absolutely loving it. I think part of taking on this venture of selling jewelry was just feeling a little bit more confident about selling it here. I think, South Africa, well, first of all, it's just the pricing and the market that I'm looking for the jewelry was just a little bit higher and a little bit more expensive than what I thought maybe would work in South Africa. I could be wrong. I mean, I probably am wrong, but generally, if I look at how much these are going to retail for, I just don't see. Yeah, I mean, it's just obvious. There's far more people here in London, just so many people here. And if you can capture some of that audience, or at least a couple people that are willing to buy, it's a lot easier than selling in South Africa. That being said, though, I have no network here. I have a couple friends, luckily, some really good girlfriends especially. But apart from that, it's I'm really in a foreign place, and I am very new to the culture and everything. So who knows, man? Who knows how it's going to go here? But I do feel confident in my other skills, making the content and the design, and just ensuring that it's all those processes are happening. Also although just the thought of it gives me anxiety. But doing the like Facebook ads and the marketing and all that kind of stuff, I feel confident I can do it. So yeah, you don't really know, I guess. I feel like deep down you always have more hope and more what's the word? It's like naivete on what you're actually gonna sell, and then yeah, it's always a strange one. Like I honestly don't think many entrepreneurs like put products out thinking like nothing's gonna sell. I think that's the curse of the entrepreneurs. Like you feel like your product is just so incredible that everybody's gonna buy it and it's gonna blow up, or at least, you know, kind of around that feeling. So it's always I mean, for me, it's always like, okay, that was okay. Sometimes it's like, I mean, obviously, sometimes I'm like, wow, like, geez, can't believe how many people bought. But that's just due to having just wonderful friends and family that are just supportive of the things I do and encouraging. And yeah, just I appreciate everybody. And if you are somebody that's bought my pottery in the past and are planning on supporting the jewelry, I just thank you, because yeah, it's a huge boost, and it's always something that's kept me going, even though, you know, I can't be sure whether it's just supporting me or really liking the products that I make. I just, yeah, it gives me a huge boost. And also just like going, when I've gone into people's houses that have my pottery, it just, yeah, it feels really special. I just feel like, wow, like there's a part of me in there, and I don't know, it's really cool. It's a really cool feeling. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I can say. I kind of just wanted to update on this video, and it's a really long video and it's a chatty one and whatever. This is just something that I feel like I wanted to make, wanted to connect, wanted to just have my face in your face again. No, I don't know. I just thought maybe it's nice to connect and just give you an update of what life has been doing. And yeah, there's always too much to fit into like a little video. I mean, if I think about like catch-ups with my friends, it's like a good hour conversation, and then you just feel like you're only scratching the surface. So yeah, a lot has happened. Maybe I'll see if I can like insert some videos along the way of our time here. Maybe give my face a break. But yeah, just sending everybody love and good vibes. No, I don't know. Just sending everybody love. I feel like, I don't know, a lot has changed. I'm happy. I love where I am. I'm missing my parents. I'm missing Sasha's parents. I'm missing my friends. But I am really enjoying connecting with friends that live here. And just seeing a new city, man. Seeing all the new things and what people make, and some bricks and some hot tea and just a bit of England. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah. Okay. Lots of love, guys. Bye.